Hello, welcome back to Avowed. Uh, Here we are, still in Gallivant Tusk. Still got a volcano just right there, just seeming kind of active. I don't know. I mean, that looks pretty active to me. I don't know. Is that a problem? Typically, you don't want volcanoes to be active if you're gonna be hanging around. But you know, here we are. Video game volcanoes get to be active, even though an active volcano would be actively dangerous, obviously. But yeah, we did stuff over here in the slumbering fields. We did a mission where we fixed the water, but also we talked to freaking Odega, you know, the burn queen. Is that her name too, or something like that? Yeah, and that was a thing. They had a memory over here as well, so stuff happened. Yeah. And like, she was pretty much saying that, you know, how did you, am I not in, okay. I don't know how you saw me, I was in the thing, but whatever. Yeah, he said something about Sabadell, you know, and how you're like, again, responsible for the downfall of everything, and like kinda sorta, and I don't know. It's still mucky to me. I don't know what to really trust. But yeah. Hello.
It better be after that burrower. Ah, damn leg still hurts. Are you sure there's not anything else you can give me for the pain?
You will heal up alright. Don't worry. It will be sore for a while, but you'll be good to go soon.
Do you really need a fire here? You know, again, I feel like this place would be hot enough. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those desert situations where, you know, it gets surprisingly cold in the dark at night.
Something.
Okay, you guys don't actually... Are you gonna have something for us? You're just kinda here, hanging around. Oh, let's see ya. I wanna check out this pyramid-esque shape. It's kinda like a pyramid. Like a square pyramid.
I'm with this, I'm with that. Don't see why that matters when we're so near to starving.
I didn't say nothing about being an envoy. How do people tell? Like, obviously we're wearing clothes we weren't wearing at the start of the game, but like, I guess if you kept wearing them, it would show you an envoy.
Like that, huh?
I guess. There's a question there. Scratching my eye. Yeah, I was also wanting to find a camp somewhere, because there's definitely a camp I can go to here. Because I want to upgrade my new weapon. We got a new lightning weapon last time. This guy's out here. Oh, is that a... There we go. Well, was that a quest afterwards? I want to go to a camp. There's one right over here. The game is lacking a bit here. More thunder. It's definitely thunder, not the volcano, right? That sounds a lot more like thunder to me than volcanic eruption. I don't know. Also, we got a few people who want to say stuff. Everyone but Yasli. Let's get that upgraded. But I can. If I have my stuff what I need, which I do, that's good. Alright, a full combo attack deals moderate shock accumulation to nearby enemies. Power attacks to high shock accumulation. I feel like I do power attacks more than I do full combos. I don't know if that's true. This also does to nearby enemies, I guess. I want to look at this. That's my decision. I forgot what I have on the ice one. Okay, so I have what I didn't choose, basically. And this is a okay, this is a parry one, so that's pretty much never gonna get that, you know. Yeah. Alright, well, there you go. See if I can upgrade stuff and all that. Right. So yeah, I can get the blood wife, but then I can't upgrade this with the blood wife. I can't upgrade this stuff right now. Anyway, well, okay. So that's the thing. Do I have to basically make this steel chunk? I don't think I do. No, I can. Okay. I need 2 blood wife. Can I make 2? I only make 1 anyway. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna upgrade this instead using my Corvo. Gonna write my book. Yeah, let's do that. And I can't do it again, so I will. Not enough to upgrade it again. Need more Corvo. Yeah. No. I mean, see, I don't know if I do want that. The thing. Yeah, no, I don't. Okay.
Anyone else finding it hard to breathe?
Oh dear. Focus on something else, dear. Like how terrible the tusks smelled.
We're here. Stay with us, Marius. The feeling will pass.
Right. I'm alright. It's like I'm being chased by something I can't see.
Jeez. Marius isn't doing well.
We're here, Marius.
Sorry.
You're safe. The only thing chasing you is yourself.
God.
You can leave.
I want to be chased by.
It's fine. You don't need to come with us. Honestly, if you don't, you have the right to leave. You know. But he can't. I guess we can't like say, hey, dude, just go somewhere else. You know.
Relax. We won't embarrass you too much.
Let me guess. You burned some bridges on your way out, and now we have to cross them.
Think whatever you want. I just don't.
Take your time, dear. You can tell me everything later over tea.
Right. Can we talk about something else?
Of course. Though you were the one who brought it up.
I wasn't
Guy's
gonna
still wearing
say, but
socks from
yeah.
last week. Let's discuss.
At least I've washed them.
Yeah.
You're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp. All we need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown.
Mario's definitely not doing well. Mario's again, really, like if honestly, if we had the chance to just, you know, say, hey, just don't come with us right now or something, you know, I might literally just do that, because I feel really bad for having put him in this situation in a way, like having him on the team right now. It's just that, you know, in terms of, you know, gameness, in terms of the game, I imagine that having him with us is what makes the most sense, to get more flavor and more things out of him, because, you know, this is where he's from. Like, it just makes sense. It just feels bad to do that. But also, I mean, if he was in the camp anyway, he would still say these things, because, you know, he just said it in the camp and stuff, you know, I would imagine. It's not because I have him on the actual team. I think he would just say this anyway. So it's like, well, that's just how the game is scripted right now, you know, just like, that's just what he's saying here. So it doesn't really matter. Like, he's still technically here. Like, I think I said that last time, that everybody's still technically with us in a way, even if they are supposed to be at camp or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, it's just, you know, I do feel a bit bad for this fictional video game character. I mean, you know, that's what makes good writing, what makes a compelling story and everything, that you care for the characters. And I feel bad, man, you know? Anyway, moving on to what cat I was talking about. We've done it before. We'll do it again. I'm allowing you to fight the wisdom. Are you fighting?
That shouldn't be a problem. I've done a lot of learning in our time together. Are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious.
Guess I'm not afraid, I'm just... something. No, I'm comfortable with the unknown. I'm terrified. Not at all. It's business as usual. I wouldn't say terrified, I'm more just... I don't know what's gonna happen. So, yeah. Well, see, I don't know if I would say this as myself, but one, it's a main scout option, and two, it feels like something our character was doing. We are pretty confident for the most part, I feel, as a character. I don't think I would be this confident if this was actually happening to me, but you know, yeah, get to roleplay as a competent character, I guess.
You've certainly faced it enough times. I believe, for the first time in ages, that I am not afraid. I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement. But deep down, I was afraid. Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential.
Earlier you were worried that you were taking the wrong direction with animancy. Who do you think you were letting down? I'm sure Dow had something to do with that. You can't treat yourself like a machine. You have limits.
You've been paying attention. Since we met, everything I believed has been proven wrong. That the island can be controlled. That I alone can fix it. Even my parents. Gods. They really had no idea what they were doing. Just like me.
They must have felt the same pressures that you did. I'm sure they tried the best. Does that give you any comfort?
And look how that turned out. I'm so tired of being afraid. I need to accept my limitations or embrace them. Even if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. And for the first time, it's fine. Perfectly fine.
I think you just make a breakthrough. Not that you need to hear this from me, but you're allowed to be wrong. Just try not to be wrong about anything important.
You're right. I don't need permission. But that doesn't mean it's unwelcome. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these little moments. You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that. If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy to teach you what I know. All you have to do is ask.
We're gonna get a boon from her as well, like we did with Kai and... was it Marius we got one from? I forgot. Was it? Wait. Was it actually... Yatsui we got one from as well? I forgot. Was it actually Yatsui? I don't think we got one from Marius yet, did we? I don't know. Anyway.
Excellent. The Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education. If there's anything you've been dying to learn from an animancer, now's the time.
Tell me how animancers sharpens their mind to decipher the spiritual world. I want to learn about how you stand up for yourself with an ironclad will. Whatever you want to teach, I'll leave it in your hands. I can't decide. Can we talk about this another time? I wonder what these are gonna increase. This one?
Gladly. You should have seen my thesis defense. I called the governor an intellectual void, an ooze in the form of man. Now, let's begin. You drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention?
I was saying on you every word. Sorry, I might have dozed off.
Really? What's the last thing I said?
Do stop for a moment. Are you paying attention? Kinda wanna say that one. Well, we have enough perception to say this, so I guess I will. You were telling me about the fight that broke out during your thesis defense.
Ah, nice stand corrected. Even if you had dozed off, no harm done.
Long pause.
Besides, a little nap is good for the soul. I slept through my share of lectures, and look how I turned out. That's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind.
After everything has seen, do you still want to be an animator? We're so close to the garden. Are you nervous?
The better question is, can I still be an animancer? Could I even make a difference? As long as Fior Messiverno is safe, the living lands will have animancers, whether or not I am one of them. And then there's the Dream Scourge, unraveling civilization as we know it. I don't know where that leaves me. The work my parents started may have no end in sight. We don't even know if the living lands can be tamed politically, much less spiritually.
Your mother thought it was possible. I thought animation was all about discovery, even if the odds were against you. With enough pressure and patience, anything can be tamed. It's still just an island.
All of my discoveries have led to dead ends. Where then do I turn? All I know for certain is that I've been going about this the wrong way. I should be an animancer for the right reason. With the Dream Scourge, I haven't got one.
Then I better stop the Dream Scourge. Your work's too important. That means animation is for you. Just you'll figure it out eventually. I'll leave it to your pondering then. Get some rest.
At least someone thinks so. Thank you for believing in me, whether or not I believe in myself.
So, we're so close to the garden. Are you nervous?
Oh yes. The little butterflies in my stomach are more restless than ever. When I joined you, I needed to put a stop to the Dream Scourge. So much has changed since then. There may be nothing for me in the garden. Nothing I haven't learned outside of it. But I still want to see it for myself.
You aren't tempted to collect a few samples and further some research? The garden still might surprise you. Some dimensions should be reasonable now.
Something tells me the garden would defy any attempt to measure it. One cannot catalogue the impossible. On a journey such as this, it's better to cast aside your expectations. They can only weigh you down.
You can't go there, I guess. We assume we can go there.
If I must.
+2 Assault. Okay. I thought that one might be Assault, which is something I think I'm lacking in, right? Yeah. Wait, they started to 2 actually. But I don't think that was something she could help me with. Yeah. Maybe dexterity? No dexterity? I didn't... I thought I had more for dexterity than I did. Apparently I only have 5 right now. Oh, is that... okay, is that one of the...
Any stories about the night sky?
One of these? That one? Intelligent was solved. No, that's... Okay.
But all stars are actually bonfires far in the distance, giving you a peek into the lives of others you'd otherwise never meet.
Fascinating.
Ask, dearie.
There's a lot about the physical world we still don't understand. And I always wonder how much we've forgotten. Falling stars, for example, are rich with soul essence. We still don't know why.
Interesting.
I have a theory, but maybe I should keep it to myself.
Oh, well, you can't keep it to yourself now. Share.
Talking about forbidden lore is a good way to attract the wrong sort of attention. The hand occult, for instance.
Oh, the suspense is killing me, dearie.
Let's discuss it in private, when no one else is listening.
No point. You two are incredibly loud when you're gossiping.
This isn't gossip. It's academic discourse.
Either way, it's loud.
Ignore them, Jutta. We're going to be as loud as we like.
Okay then. You might have more.
Many animancers believe that nature is there to be measured, controlled, subverted. Well, I've been contemplating that assumption. Quite a bit, in fact. You made peace with the Delimgan in Galawain's tusks. Could that be a sign of things to come?
I think animals can work with nature, not against it. Doubtful. Civilization always conquers nature in the long run. There was just a little territorial dispute.
Possibly, if they were to find common ground. I've spent my life trying to dominate nature, to overcome the limitations of our existence for the good of everyone, just like my mother. But what if animancers coexisted with the natural world, supporting instead of exploiting?
Sounds promising. Sounds far-fetched. You tell me, you're the expert.
With a little encouragement, it could be possible. There's plenty of work ahead of us, but I'd say we're off to a good start. Now, let's try and stay on nature's good side. We have a reputation to uphold.
Anything about Talon's got?
You know me.
Talon.
Always ready with an answer.
Sometimes I think I say that wrong in my head. I say Talon's Tusk instead of Galvin's Tusk for some reason. Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, that was that. You don't have anything? Kai, you want to talk?
Rawatayans love to boast about how barren and rugged our homeland is. But we've got nothing on the Pargrunan living here.
Galvin's Tusk has a certain austere charm. Can't imagine calling this place home.
I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw, day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever leaving the Tusks.
I did tell you that,
Oh.
didn't I? Must have been drunk.
I'm all for pulling together, but that's just impressive.
Did I know it was forbidden? That might explain some of why Marius is like all, you know, uncomfortable being here, because he's, well, he left. He's not supposed to come back, I suppose. I mean, he's essentially exiled, I guess, or something like that, you know. Even if it might be voluntary exile, I guess. I don't know. But, well, not voluntary, but like, he chose to leave. So, he's not allowed back, essentially. Maybe that has something to do with it. Don't know if I knew that was the case. But that might be relevant. Anyway. I agree. People should be free to choose their own path. No one could survive here without cooperation and mutual sacrifice. There must be a reason for it.
You're not alone. A lot of people in Solace would agree with you.
Exactly. It's not a home if you have to lock people in it. Rawatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil, the land's never supported us easily. So, many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We explore the world as soldiers or as part of a trade mission. We venture out. We're encouraged to.
You also conquer and annex a lot of the lands you explore and trade with. And knowledge you gain from your exploits enriches Rawatai. But how many of you actually go back to your homeland? This feels very accusatory. I mean, it's not incorrect, I suppose, but I don't think I want to say that. I'll say this one, I guess.
Not everyone, of course, but Rawatai's hardly a dying country. Everyone in the living lands faces struggle, but people choose that, and usually to escape something worse. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely.
Never been to Galavin's house before?
Never. The Pargrunan of Solace are notoriously suspicious of outsiders. Though, from the looks of this place, Solace's real concern has got to be keeping its people in, not keeping the rest of us out.
Yeah, I mean, not a great place to
We'll be covered in ash.
stay around.
Envoy, last time I was here, I was fully convinced I'd never be back.
I don't want to stay anyway, I don't want to go home. If this were my home, I wouldn't want to come back either. You must not have left under the best of terms. Is this going to be a problem?
I left Solace under the cover of darkness, through an exit only me and a friend of mine knew about. More importantly, I left without permission.
Yeah.
Which
okay.
means I more or less exiled myself.
So yeah, that is essentially what I just gathered from what Kai said, so yeah. You must have any reasons. What could possibly have driven you to leave Solace? So you're worried that he won't be able to see you.
You'll see when we get there. Solace isn't the most welcoming place, even to those who live there. Anyway.
Talk about Gilliman's Tusk?
What do you want to talk about?
What can you tell me about Solace and Gilliman's Tusk?
Mount Forja erupts every few years. Usually just small little burps of ash and a few extra lava flows. It's like it wants to remind everyone it's still here. Which is ridiculous, really. Smell that rotten egg scent on the wind? That's Forja. As much as I want to blame it on Kai. Just another reason the people of Solace tend to stay inside.
Heard anything interesting out there?
I've seen more signs of bandits out here than I remember from before. I'm not even sure who they're raiding, to be honest. There's more out there than I could tell you about. Best you go see it for yourself.
Okay.
Nothing I can think of.
Okay,
no.
that's all you have to say.
You know,
any tips for surviving Gilliman's Tusk?
I promise you've never spent time anywhere like this. I have tips that might even be news to you. First rule in Galawain's tusks is to be grateful for every breath. The air itself is poisonous here, if you breathe enough of it. Don't overexert yourself, and keep your heartbeat slow. A wet cloth over your mouth and nose will help. Remember that this place wants to kill you at all times. Act like your every step is putting you in danger. And make sure to clear your eyes, ears, and nose every now and then. Ash builds up faster than you'd expect. You know, if you're this interested in survival in the living lands, we can take this even further. I'm impressed with what you already know. Still, never hurts to know more. So, what do you want to learn?
Okay, you get a Mario's spoon as well here. Convenient. I have all of them, I think, yeah. Tell me how to be quicker, quieter, and more agile. That sounds like dexterity, which is something I might want. Show me how to survive conditions that would cripple the unprepared. Well, that be? I don't know. Yeah, I think this would make sense for dexterity. Would it? I guess? I don't know.
Right.
Let's just choose
A
this
lot
one.
of that is physical control of your movements. The rest of it is simply knowing where to step. I'll show you what I can, but you'll have to do stretches in the mornings. Preferably where Yatsley can't see you. Now let's begin. Right. That about does it. You're a quick study. At least now I don't have to worry about you so much out there. I can spend my time watching over Kai and Yatsley. Teaching is its own reward, I guess.
Okay, achieving for that. Dexterity, yep. Great. That's what we wanted. Now we are mostly even. 7, 7, 7, and 8, and perception and intellect are my highest stats right now. But that's fine. I like to have one that's like very high for like certain speech checks or whatever you want to call them. Was that everyone? Anyone has anything else to say? Have we got everyone? Alright, well, took a little bit, but I think we are done. Yeah, let's take Kai with us. Good old classic team up. Oh, sleep section thing.
Beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Tabari Sinakis, and they prick us in return.
You have innocence. Of course you're furious. I can trust you, but you can't deny that there were casualties. I'm trying to sleep, get out.
Roots like a wall. We only meant to protect, We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many.
Sometimes our emotions strive to do terrible things. I understand. As long as you promised us in the past, we can move on. You can't take any fucking responsibilities for anything, can you? Wow. Such an aggressive thing to say. I mean, I almost kind of want to be real with them. Just say it straight, like, hey, fucking get it together, you know? in a way. I can kind of understand why you would say this, possibly, but I don't think I want to say it. I don't think I want to be that aggressive about it, but I can see, like, Sabbath is quite interesting. You know, it's a complex and confusing and, you know, very, I don't know what the word is, but like messy character, I guess. Like, just we don't know everything we need to know about them, and the more we get to know, it almost feels like it makes it harder to understand them. But yeah. So like, yeah. Guess I want to say this.
The moon waxes from darkness. A new turn. New memories. Yet still the branches swipe. We mourn. We could not be to blame. They should have shared our love. Their spite? This we could not foresee. But you are here. A green shoot after the fire. You would not raise your hand against us.
Never. Depends on whether you hurt the people I love. As long as our goals are pointing the same way. Yeah, no. I mean, again, how much we can trust Sabadell is hard to say. I don't think this is gonna straight up turn on us or anything. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. But I don't truly know their intentions completely either. So yeah, I'll say this.
Words like bile. This is not our way. Sleep now. Dream of golden poppies on the road ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Alright. Oh yeah. We were gonna go here. Gonna take out the tower. Man, it's already been 30 minutes and all I've done is really go to the freaking camp. Yeah. That's how it goes. Take some of that. Alright.
Dude, be reasonable. We can't live out here like this.
Listen, we're besieged by Malian outsiders. Ray still begs me to search for the missing Adir and merchant convoy. But we're stretched too thin even for that. I only ask you to hold on a bit longer until our replacement comes.
I will try. But this can't last. Hey, I might have something for you, envoy.
Yeah, I think I can pretty much say that, yeah, the, well, most of them seem to be speaking in Eastern European accents. Like, not Mario's.
Back here. Thought I'd left for good.
I can't really say Mario has much of an accent, I guess.
No guarantees we'll get through the gates.
probably not well liked in Solace these days.
Yeah, I don't know. It's indistinct, but a lot of the people here speak in vaguely Russian, Eastern European accents. Um, which I guess is different,
If you're
you know,
buying, I'm selling.
than what you would probably have expected from dwarven characters. They tend to be like either Nordic or Scottish or something. They tend to have that stereotype attached to them. I don't know why, but yeah, I guess it's probably, well, I don't know. I guess Lord of the Rings. I mean, thinking about the movie specifically, I doubt that's how he talked in the book. I have no idea. Did they speak? I mean, they could. I don't know, but I don't know if they would have emphasized it in the book that they spoke in such a way. I don't think they would have. But I'm also thinking, like, is that really? I mean, I feel like that was a thing before, probably, the movie in the 90s, early 2000s. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, it's starting to become a thing, that's for sure. Almost every Dwarven characters seem to be Scottish or Nordic, maybe. Sometimes. Anyway.
Ugh.
That's telling me?
Oh, don't worry. We're long past that.
I played this game before. Got banned from one of the stalls in the Paradise Market.
Okay. What do you got? Got some medium armor. It's mostly better. Like, it's almost better than what I have. Interesting. This is a heavy armor. Like, the damage reduction is only slightly worse, actually. That's kind of interesting. But do I really want to trade the +3 Constitution? I don't know. For damage reduction and move speed? But it's unique, so I gotta read this. Slaying a Sky Dragon is no easy feat, but it is exactly what happened in order for this armor to have been created. The reflective teal scales of the dragon are brilliant in hue, and the purple plumage completes the look of the armor. If nothing else, it is certainly eye-catching. Though dragons are known to be solitary, territorial creatures, it is rumored that the northernmost reaches of the living lands there is a conclave of sky dragons that rule together over the Motherless territory. If these rumors are true, then it is likely that this armor was made from the slain form of one of those dragons. Wide range, cool command. It's a staff, I guess. Yeah. Power attack, steal, stun, hit steal, 10% bonus damage. I'm not gonna use this, so I don't even know I'm reading that. One of the two legendary armaments favored by Phaser Adaros, a fire godlike arcane knight of the Steel Avowed from centuries past. This one, made by her hand, was imbued with some of her own divine fire to bring the searing justice of the burnt queen to operators and heretics alike. Phaser was said to have a uniquely terrifying presence about her. It was to end the fight before it began with not but a spoken command, as enemies found themselves rooted in place through sheer terror. Those strong enough will to resist could find themselves on the receiving end of cruel command. Two choices: cower and submit, or be reduced to ash. Buy some of that. Yeah, that's cost a lot to get that. So I guess I'm glad I have the money. Get some coal and this and that and some of that. Get another treasure map that I guess I'm not gonna actually go look for, but yeah. My lawless shield is also a shield, so I don't even wanna care. I probably don't care, I guess. I don't know why I haven't been bothering with the picking maps, but I guess I don't know. Ever since I could never find the first one, I just was like, I don't wanna bother if it's gonna be this difficult. I don't know if it is gonna be difficult, but Yeah. Anyway, many a time I've carried this shield into war, and what has it gotten me? I survived to see no good come of my work. None of the prosperity I myself vowed would come to an end. Come to... No. None of the prosperity I myself vowed would come ever did. No peace, no more war. So be it. The next time I go to battle, I will be without my Lord Protector. Let it serve another. Oh, all the lockpicks. Take all those. Alright, I got a couple things I can sell. Let's see here. I should put this back into my stash. I don't think I want to sell this yet or anything. So the pistol. What else? That's about it, I think, isn't it? I don't know. We have a couple of these. There we go. Yeah. Alright. That is it.
Hey, I might have something.
Let me just plop this in the stash. There we go.
Something for you, envoy.
No, you don't. A little just bunch of stuff that I needed. Alright. Hi.
Another Adiran. Damned if I ever saw the like. So you're the envoy they reported at the gate. Beats turning away the refugees from Shatterscarp, at least. Is it true that many drop dead suddenly?
Yes, I'm afraid to say it is. It was a segment I need to slow the Gleam Skirts. It was better than an alternative.
Needed? I can't say I know much about what's been happening beyond the tasks, but... never mind. You're here and I'm glad for it. The sentries were right about you. You have the same features as Armandro. Taller, of course.
Interesting.
But nevertheless. Wait, is that you, Marius?
Gods, here we go.
What happened to your accent?
Oh,
Did you lose it?
interesting.
I did. So Nimdudes like you would ask dumb questions.
Well, good to see you alive, regardless. You know what? I'm going to treat this as a good omen. Nandro himself knows we need one out here.
That's interesting that apparently Marius lost his accent. You know. That is something that can happen, I suppose. I mean, it's a pretty heavy accent that these guys have, you know, very Russian. I feel like it would be hard to lose such a heavy accent, but truly don't know. But also, again, we're also talking about the fact that, you know, these are fantasy characters with like Russian accents and Italian accents and all that we've been hearing, you know. I assume we're supposed to not, as you know, take them as Russian or Italian, even though I guess there are some of the names that are similar and have influences there, but I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. Probably don't think about it too much. Anyway, Nandro? Who's that? We kind of know who Nandro is, but I guess we can learn more. I'm looking for the garden. Is there no godless tower nearby? Why is that? Things not looking too good for you in the Tusk. How are you? I've simply abandoned the wasteland.
Founder of Solace Keep. We have a statue in there. You both share similar features around the face, huh? Anyway, the Tusks never offered us much, and that was before the Beatles rose in their numbers. Never mind the Zoribs, or the Dream Scourge, or fucking Amalia.
Sounds like you're open. Maybe I can help. Why, Maui? Sounds like you can kill all of those problems. Amalia? Who's that? Who is Amalia?
The worst of them all is what she is. We can handle vermin, but to face one of your own, She and I used to command this tower in turn. I and my wardens kept watch while she and hers rested in the keep. And so too the reverse. Until her last watch, that is. When she and her wardens abandoned their post and marched on the gate and tried to leave.
Why do you do that? Just look around. I can't say I really blame her. Sounds like a mortal offense to me.
Because life in the tower is torture. We're low on supplies. The Waste are winning against us. We had made a request to the keep for aid. After it was denied, her warden spoke of mutiny. And after that, well, fighting broke out at the gate. My wardens and I rushed from our leave when we heard the alarms. Drove Amalia back. Now she set up camps in the wastes. Main one is just up north in the Twined Wood. Another just west of there, in a tower. Another east, in a cave.
It sounds like she just wants to leave.
She's broken her oath, and I'm trying to find a way to uphold mine.
To what oath do you refer? Some oaths only pledge such strategies. Certainly you can see this. As you must, an oath made must be an oath of honor.
To watch over the garden. It is this that keeps us bound to the tusks. Our oaths are mortal matters.
Oaths and traditions should serve the living. If Amalia's struggling here, why shouldn't she leave?
Traditionally, if a warden's oath is unfulfilled, their spirit lingers until another warden sees it completed. Or so they say.
So it is. And if one of our own breaks an oath, well, I'd be breaking another oath if I speak much more to Marius. But you get the idea.
Can you talk to her? Is there no other way to resolve this? I can keep your hands clean and kill the Oathbreakers for you if you like. Understand, I wish you luck in dealing with it all.
All I want is peace with her. But our talks, such as they were, have totally broken down. Whenever I approach, she just tells me to stay away from the land beneath her banners. And after her raid, after our skirmishes, I don't see how we can talk anymore. But would you be willing to talk to her? You are an envoy, after all. I'm sure you've diffused more complicated situations.
Alright, what terms will you accept from her? What does that mean exactly? I can solve it quickly with violence if you like.
I have no demands except that she stops attacking us for trading near her camps. But she says she won't stop until they can all leave. And I can't grant her passage out of the tusks. She has no duty out there. Nor can I grant her one. I don't know how to break the stalemate. But I'll quit talking your ear off. Thank you for indulging me. If you see Amalia or any of her camps, I hope you can get through to them.
I'm all for traditions and camaraderie, but this goes too far.
Yeah. No. Can't. No. This is their domain, or whatever you want to call it. I can't impose my own rules here. You just have to accept that this is how it is here. This is the tradition. I can disagree.
I
But,
heard that too.
you know.
Captain Radut says he has it under control.
The captain's a nimble, but I'll never doubt his dedication. Rooting out bandits.
I only doubt him when he's placing bets.
The only good thing about this place is that everybody says Nim dude. Yeah, we can hear that a lot, huh?
I've always enjoyed it.
Everyone's saying the envoy has Nandro's features.
Do I? Very really. It's funny because I am assuming you're talking about, you know, my godlike face, whatever you call it again. But you can literally have different kinds, you know, when you start up the game. It's funny. Oh, found a key. So it's like, oh, we chose the right one. Are you always gonna be the same? Maybe it's you just generic enough that that's the case. You know, I'm gonna maybe storage room, I don't mind. Like, you can just see us doing this shit, you know. It's so funny how we can just take all that stuff. Sentinel boots. Let's look at these. Maximum stamina and maximum health up. Alright. It isn't like Adia, where dangerous wizards are common due to the presence of renowned places of learning, such as Bacan Hill Academy. It is not uncommon for those of means, such as nobles and successful merchants, to outfit their guards with the best that money can buy. Not only do these heavy iron boots serve well to intimidate would-be assailants, but the bodily enhancing enchantment on them will assist such as sentinel in staying alive long enough for the reinforcement to arrive. Keep like forgetting I can like put different things on for like, you know, visual effect if I wanted to. Am I getting me cool looking boots or anything? It's a little hard to tell because it's kind of dark. I don't know. I think there's anything that really stands out. These are like all metal. It's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. But you can. There's also a book here. And some money. Writings of Savannah the Fourth. Why we like this? Why do we hurl ourselves across the world to shed our bones on far and fallow shores? There are two stories about the long lives of dwarves. One story says that the gods made us strong so that we could challenge the world and endure. We live long lives because we are so well made. But when I look upon these living lands, I wonder. There are no HBs here. There are no behemoths in such a fecund place. The chain is the ferment. It kills the old, buries it, composes it into a feast for the new. Even the stone is young. Would the gods really make us strong and stolid? What's that word? And stubborn. I know that word, stolid. If they meant us to voyage across strange and ever-changing seas, and to change to suit the lands we found, each spring I see the ants and the bees send out their mating flight, and I wonder, why aren't we that way, quick and fecund? If here the other story, dwarves are long-lived because once, long ago, we dwelt in stasis. Our ways were fixed in stone. Only old age could kill us, so we grew very good at aging. Then something changed. Some flaw came into us, some cataclysm, or turned our cozy cup of a home. Some sin of fear tainted us, perhaps the slow cycle of our souls through the long, narrow, Perhaps the slow cycle of our souls through the same long, narrow lives became intolerable, and so we went into the world like sparks from the forge to set our little fires wherever we landed. So often these fires go out, not because we are weak or frail, but because we are so stiff and strong and slow to change. Why are we cursed to wanderlust, and when we are so unsuited to it? Perhaps that is what it means to be a dwarf, to engineer what is unsuited into what is required, to imagine ourselves into newer, better shapes, no matter how painful the change. But if this is so, why did Nen return back from his destiny? Why are his secret books torn between the call of his dreams and fear of his fate? What change was too painful for him to face? Why did he stop and settle solace instead of following the call to its source? I have chosen a new way for solace, to shut down the secrets away forever. But I wonder, dwarves wander the world because we are fleeing the stasis of our settled home, or because we are searching for something we have yet to find? Alright.
Hey, I might have something for you.
You don't. Well, I'm at an hour. I shouldn't maybe stop here. I barely went anywhere. Maybe I can fight some dudes real quick. Say I said something. I don't know. Some dudes up here.
This one's mine.
I got saw whips around. Got some saw whips. Well, there you go. That's gonna be saw whips.
That it?
Getting ring up here. Oh. Ah. Yeah, it's a thought. I don't know what else. There's really nothing I can do about that. None of my godlike abilities. You would really think you would get something like that. None of my grenades, technically. Forgotten soul, but is this something maybe? Okay, that does work, okay. So I don't need to adjust it with me. I don't know if that was... That didn't do anything for me. Okay, I couldn't get up here, okay. I thought there was somewhere I could have gone. Well, at least I got this chest. Alright. Yeah. Put on that one. Fire's the one we seem to encounter the most of, the, you know, to burn things up. Not sure that's true for this area, but, you know, in the past that's been the case, I feel. Oh, there's a lockbox. Okay, the circle ring. Constitution plus 4, wow. Okay. That's pretty good. Berserkers have abilities that give themselves over entirely to the rage. Losing themselves in the frenzy. They become oblivious to their own well-being, their rage reflecting both friend and foe. While many are haunted by their own anger and the damage it causes to those around them, there are some solitary warriors that relish in the destruction and the wreck on the world around them. Lose so much control over oneself is a deadly endeavor, often lethal for those that follow this destructive path. Things like these can often mean the difference between life and death for a berserker. What are my rings? Intellect and perception. And just intellect. Wait, why do I have 2 intellect rings on? Huh. Did I not have anything that made more sense? Dexterity? My constitution? I might have accidentally switched things that I didn't want to switch at some point. It's possible. Well, either way, I definitely want both intellect on, so, you know, might as well unequip that one. And where's it? There we go, constitution. Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Yeah. I don't know, it must have done something at some point. Perception. So... Can you base them on type here? There we go, I just wanna have all the amulets or whatever in the same place, so it's easier to scroll through them. Perception, resolve, might. Plus 3 perception. That'll bring me down to 9. And resolve and might. I could get might to 9. Do I want just to have great perception? I think I just want to have great perception. Yeah. I guess maybe one or 2 stats that are like the best, I guess. Maybe, does that make sense? Like I like having a mostly even spread, but you know, the fact that I know I will miss some things because my stats are not, you know, I don't have a stat that's like super high in comparison to everything else. You know, that's what's gonna happen. Alright, let's kill these Sorwebs in this episode, I think. You know, it's not not gonna be, you know, a ton of like real exploring this episode, but hey, that's okay. We have to have some camp episodes every once in a while, and this is, I guess, the camp episode. Right, I should be using my heavy attack, because that's what does the best stuff for this weapon. And also, that's what does my bleed anyway, so that makes sense now that I think about it. Yeah, so heavy attack should be my focus. That should do anything. That was Marius, whoops, sorry. Got a free hero. That's like a staff gun, I was gonna say, like it seems like we're shooting stuff at us. Like a gun. Alright. Bit messy, but you know. Nope, wrong one. Pick up the stuff. Oh, there's still a couple guys around, it seems. Over there. See, we need 5 for that.
That's one for us.
Yeah, actually didn't see us at all. Did you say right in the butt? What did you say there, Marius? I think maybe he said blind spot, possibly. It's like, did you say right in the butt? That would be a weird thing to say if you for Marius. Blind spot probably makes more sense. Because of doing a stealth attack and everything. Yeah. Picking up stuff, getting all the stuff.
Some kind of crystal on top
Oh,
of that hill.
it's strangled armor thingy, yeah. So this as well. Diary of an Elementor, day 1. We found a beautiful bit of artwork that would be perfect to study the erratic flow of essence natural to the living lands. Fortunately, there's an infestation of sorrows in and around the area. Of course, we mustn't let something as silly as fear stop our studies. So, myself and the others have decided that, by splitting up, we'll be less likely to be seen by little monsters. Day 4. I heard Nicola's cries last night. I believe that means that I am the only one remaining. Hopefully, Petu can make use of the equipment, assuming the sorrows didn't damage things too much. Either way, my studies of the Alpha have been most exciting. I shall have to be more careful than my colleagues were if I wish to continue, but I'm not overly worried.
It'd be best to leave it alone.
Something happened here. Drip by drip. The slow passage of time. The years have gnarled our branches. The hot winds bent our trunk. Who are we? We do not recognize what we have become.
Still provides shade in the sun and shelter from the rain. Does anything truly change, or do we lose sight of ourselves? One day we all look in the mirror and see someone we don't like. We want to survive. Life tried to beat it down. It failed. I don't know what I want to say here. Guess this?
Carve away the old self. Warp the wood to give us strength. We embrace your resolve within us.
Alright. Whoop. Ouch. Alright. Now we are done. Well, But we got that. That's something. Alright, let's do a save. I always like to manual save, even though I'm sure I just saved after that anyway, but it feels good. Yeah. Well, again, pretty much this tiny little area is all the new stuff I found, but hey, what can you do? It's one of those episodes. That's alright. Yeah. That's it. I think I don't have anything else to say, really. But yeah, we learn a little bit more about why Mario is so, you know, fearful and anxious of this place. Like, if he was exiled, well, chose to be exiled essentially, it would make sense he wouldn't want to come back. It would make sense that he would be anxious about what would happen to him if anyone, you know, knew, at least because of the traditions, you know. It definitely sounds like it's not something you're not supposed to come back, that's for sure. You know, unlike, you know, how Kiara kind of got exiled from the city, this is a little bit more extreme, I feel. You know what I mean? Like, it was, you know, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, gonna keep exploring. I'm gonna look around, just find what I can find, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. See you next time.